Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Christine. Today we are doing a full face of Glossier. I actually did one of these videos a couple of years ago now, and I feel like since then Glossier has come out with so many new and exciting makeup products. I wanted just to remake the whole video, and I'm gonna go on and try on some new products. Before we go ahead and dive in, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and get started. Today's video is actually sponsored by Glossier. I am so excited because I have loved this brand for so long. They actually came out with a new Monochromes Essential Eyeshadow Trio. You have 3 different finishes for whatever eye look you want to create. If you want to do more minimal or glam, you have a compact that has all the colors within the same type of tone family for you. So these are great. I feel like Glossier really embodies the minimalism, less is more theme. And so I love the idea of these. I feel like I'm not a huge eyeshadow palette person anyways, and I feel like these are really great for travel. And then what's also great is these little trios are actually refillable. So if you have a favorite palette or color scheme, when you're done, you can just buy a new one and refill it. The little mirror inside is also removable. So if you're like on the go and doing your makeup, you can just take it out and use it however you feel like you need. I love how sustainable it is. The packaging is also so cute. There's 10 different compacts to choose from, and they all have such cute color schemes. So I haven't decided which one I want to use yet, but we'll go into that later. So let's go ahead and dive into the makeup. I think I want to start with the face makeup first, and I'm going to use the Glossier Skin Tint. This one is in the shade G8. I'm not sure what color I'm going to be. I feel like I'm kind of tan. Sorry. Okay, so I have a couple of shades swatched on my hand. I have here G9, G8, and G10. And I feel like this middle one is most my match. This is G8, and I feel like this is the same shade that I used in my first Glossier video years ago. And I'm just gonna apply this straight on my skin, and I'm gonna use my fingers to blend this out. I also have the mirror from the compact taken out, and I feel like it's so handy. Okay, first impressions, that color match is perfect. It's a really hydrating formula, and I have really oily acne prone skin, so I feel like I definitely will need to set this. But if you have dry skin and you've been looking for a skin tint that is like hydrating, I think this one is really, really nice. Okay, then going in with the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I have this in the shade G7. I remember this being a very natural finish concealer, especially if you don't really wear makeup a whole lot and you want something that will help conceal the redness but still look really natural. I really, really like this one. It's a little bit colder and drier out, so I feel like my skin has been a little bit drier than normal. So this is really good for me right now. I also am using a sponge to do my makeup, and I feel like you can just go straight into the pot with your sponge. Okay, now I have some cloud paints. These are some cream blushes, and I haven't used this shade yet, so let's go ahead and use this one. This is in the shade Spark. It always looks so scary at first, but these blend out really, really nicely. I feel like the good thing about Glossier makeup is it's very beginner friendly. I also love that the packaging is just so minimal. I feel like on top of any makeup counter, it looks so cute. It actually is so chilly outside today. I was surprised. I had to put on like a whole sweater, and I feel like fall is here. I'm ready for the hot lattes. I'm ready for the hot matcha lattes, the pumpkin spice lattes, fall colors, and boots. Look how pretty that is. Originally on my hand, it looks scary, but blended out, it's cute. Let's do a little cream bronzer moment. This is the Solar Paint in the shade Ray. Glossier came out with these a couple of months ago, and I've been really enjoying these. This is a little bit of a lighter shade than I normally use. I don't know. I think this is a shade that I've been using like every day. And that blended out so easily, and I feel like it leaves such a good color. It really helps to bronze and kind of contour at the same time. Quickly setting the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Glossier Wowder. I have it here in the shade G8 through G10. And then I have this cute little Glossier brush. Okay, next, I feel like complexion looks really nice. Let's go back to the eyes. I can't decide what eyeshadow trio I want to use, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch a few of them. The first eyeshadow palette is Almond. So these are refillable eyeshadow compacts with 3 different finishes. There's matte, satin, and metallic, and I am stunned. These are so pigmented, so smooth, and I'm so excited to put them on my eyes. But I love these monochromatic trios. I love the idea because I feel like it's so easy to work with. If you know what color scheme you like, you can just pack one in your bag and you have everything that you need to create a subtle look, a more dramatic look, and I just feel like it is so user-friendly. Everything you need is all there in one place. The matte is super rich and smooth feeling. Satin has kind of a soft, delicate sheen, so this is great if you want a more subtle color. Metallic is definitely high impact. There is that sparkle and has that really dreamy, shimmery effect. I feel like that looks really, really good in photos. Next shade that I swatched is Mesa. This color story is very warm, very on brand with what I'm currently wearing, so I'm kind of leaning towards this one. And then I also swatched Prairie. This is kind of a fun, greeny, foresty color scheme, especially if you have brown eyes like me. I feel like this is a very flattering color story. So like I said, there are 10 different shades to choose from. There's purples, browns, if you like more cool tones or warm tones. There's so many fun shades. There's even like a yellow little compact, which I feel like would be so fun to play with. These eyeshadows are also refillable, reusable, and recyclable. So if you are done, you can go ahead and pop it out and put in a new one. If you want to try a new shade, it's perfect for that. The mirror is also removable. So like I said, I took out the mirror and I've been doing my makeup with this little mirror. It also says, you know, like the classic Glossier, you look good, which I feel like is so cute. And every time you do your makeup, you have a cute little reminder. So I think I want to use the Mesa because I feel like the tones all kind of are going with what I'm wearing. I could also hit myself because Glossier also has a dual-sided eyeshadow brush that would be perfect to use with this, but I left it at home. So I'll use it in a different video and let you guys know how it is, but I'm just gonna pick up this matte shade on my brush, but you can also use your fingers if you want, and I'm just gonna pat it onto my eyes. These eyeshadows are also talc-free, mica-free, vegan, fragrance-free, and cruelty-free. So it really does check all of the boxes. This matte shade is so pretty and I feel like it's so easy to build up. I feel like oftentimes eyeshadows are almost too pigmented and once you put it on your eyelid, it's like hard to blend out. But this one is really easy to build, really blendable. So if you are a beginner or even if you're someone that already is good with makeup, it's gonna be so easy to work with. The shade is also absolutely stunning. And then since I already did my under eye makeup and set it, I'm actually gonna apply a little bit of this to my under eyes, pinch the brush, and I'm just gonna pat it down here. And you could even leave it like this as is, it is so pretty. Okay, next, just for science, I'm gonna pick up this shimmer shade on my finger and pat it onto the center of my eyelid. And how pretty is that? Oh my gosh. So pretty. And then I'm just gonna pick up this shimmer shade and I'm just gonna apply that on the very tops just for a little bit more impact. Wow. And then I'm gonna take the same satin shade and pat that on my lower lash line as well. Okay, and that is the finished eye. I'm gonna quickly do the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, eyes are all done and I'm obsessed. So it is a little bit messy in the outer corner, so I just have a little Q-tip with some makeup remover and I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of follow the line where I typically apply eyeliner. I already did my brows, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of this Glossier Boy Brow just to help add a little bit more definition. Brows are all done. I love that brow gel. I feel like it's so quick and easy to use. Now I feel like my cheeks are missing something. I almost should have done my eyes first because I feel like the impact of the eyes and the face is not on the same level. Okay, so I'm actually gonna use a different shade. I feel like the tones of this blush is gonna be a little bit nicer. This is in the shade Dusk. A little bit more of a like almost mauve-y color. And then I swatched 3 different lipsticks, and these tones are all so pretty. I feel like they're very, very natural, but I think I wanna go with this color right here. This is the Glossier Generation G lipstick in the shade Leo. That is really pretty, but I think I wanted a little bit of a warmer look, so I'm going on top with Vite. Okay, much better, much more warm and pretty. Let me zoom you out. Okay, I last second decided to add a little baby wing. It is like the most smallest little thing, and I use the Glossier liquid eyeliner, very easy to use, and this is the finished look. I feel like it is very fall appropriate, and for the first time ever, Glossier is bringing the drama. I feel like they used to always give off the model off-duty vibes, you know, very easy, no makeup, but obviously I'm wearing makeup. It looks really good. I feel like this is gonna photograph really well. The tones are very fall ready, and I'm excited to play with some of these eyeshadow trios because some of the color schemes are so pretty. That green that I swatched earlier, definitely will have to play around with those a little bit more, but I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, try on situation, and reviews. I actually originally did not like that skin tint, but now that I have it on my skin, it actually looks really healthy and really pretty, and especially if you have a good base to begin with, I feel like it just really enhances my skin tone and makes it look like I'm wearing really no makeup. Those cream blushes are so easy to use, blend it out really beautifully, but as you could see, I could build it up and get that color payoff that I wanted. Also, the cream bronzers are, I feel like we've all been waiting for Glossier to come out with a cream bronzer for the longest time, and this one definitely did not disappoint. It's been living in my everyday makeup bag, and it is so easy to blend, and you can easily build it up as well. But definitely the highlight for me is the eyeshadow palettes. They are so blendable. I love that the packaging is aluminum and recyclable, and it's also refillable. The removable mirror also is really nice. I feel like the shadows itself are also so easy to blend with. When you saw me adding the matte shadow, I was like really scared at first, but it is very easy to work with. You can build it up really nicely. I feel like it's very user-friendly. If you're a beginner, or even if you are a little bit more versed in the eyeshadow world, I think it will be very easy for you guys to use. So I'll go ahead and link all the products that I talked about down below. I hope you enjoyed this little makeup look, because I definitely am enjoying all of the fall vibes. The colors are perfect. So thank you guys so much for watching. Big thank you to Glossier for sponsoring a part of this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!